Hey guys, welcome to Renew of Jew. My name is Judy, and I wanted to share something with you guys about questions, okay? Because everything starts with a question. Everything starts with a question. I mean, obviously, the situation, you know, uh, based off of the situation, the questions that you ask may differ, but there's still a question. So, in my journey with walking with Abaya, our Heavenly Father, everything opened up to me with going deeper with Him, to forming an intimate relationship with Him, getting to know who He is. It all started with a question. Literally, it started with questions. All the things that I've just walked into, it all started with asking questions, which was not always. When it got to the intimacy part and going deeper with Him, it was hard asking questions because I went through a lot of my life not asking questions, even though I had them. But at 37 years old, I ask questions now. And that has been helping me gain clarity. It's helping me grow. It's been helping me see things the way Yah sees them. It's been helping me heal. It's been helping me move forward. So let's get into it. What is a question? An interrogative expression often used to test knowledge, a subject or aspect in dispute or open for discussion, a subject or point of debate or proposition to be voted on in a meeting, the bringing of such to a vote, the specific point at issue. It's an act or instance of asking, inquiring about something, torture as a part of an examination, a chance or possibility, like there's no question about it, to interrogate intensely, like a cross-examination, to examine something. And synonyms for questions are a problem, challenge, a test, dispute, impeach. Antonyms are solution, response, answer. So in the Hebrew definition of a question, the word is, I don't know. I'm not even going to embarrass myself, but it's H2420. Strong's H2420. Go look it up. But the definition basically means riddle. I thought that was interesting. The riddle begins by dividing the hearer from the listener by creating the riddle. The riddle ends with the answer uniting the two. Like, okay. And then also the root word of that means to unite. And there's two pictures. And I'm sorry, y'all. I don't have the pictures. I wrote it down here in my book. But one of them is a picture of a wall, and the other one is a picture of a door. And when you combine them, that actually means wall door. And the wall separates the inside from the outside. And only through the door can one enter or exit, uniting the inside and the outside. And this was so cool because I really had to like sit and like think and picture this in my head. Like there's me and someone else, and if I have a question, there's a separation here. Like there's a separation between us, but once I actually receive that answer, it unites us together. And I think about that because the more questions I've asked and the more Yah has given me answers, it's drawn me closer to Him. It created that, like that wall that I had here, like that door. It opened up for me to enter in. So, and so I actually had the thought of the verse that came to me was 1 Kings 10:6-9. And I encourage you to go read that, read the whole chapter. The Queen of Sheba, she heard about Solomon being so wise, and she had to go find out for herself. And the question that she had was, is it true, everything that I'm hearing? Everything that everybody is saying, I'm hearing so much about this man. Is this true? Is he really that wise? Does he really have wisdom? And so she went to go find out. And she got her answer. She got her answer. So go read that. That's just one thing. But there's so many examples, I'm sure, in the Bible where somebody asked a question. But that's what that had came to me. And what I actually wrote here is, like I shared before, it made me think about my relationship with the Father. All the choices that I've made so far was literally me seeing for myself. I would hear people say, oh, Abba is this, God is this. And I'm like, oh, can he do that for me? Is that really him? Because I don't know if I see him that way. I don't know if I know him that way. You hear that question, can he do that for me? Yeah. And he has done things for me. Just based off of me answering that question. So it's just so cool, but it has involved me just intentionally sitting back and saying, it's okay to ask that question. You're not being rude. You're not being malicious. You're not testing him. It's just me wanting to know more. It's me desiring to know more of him and who he is. And because questions weren't always easy for me, it did involve being more intentional. Very intentional. Sometimes I had to give myself permission to even ask questions or certain questions until I got more comfortable asking. And then that led me to the thought, what is a role of a question? What does it actually do? Right? Obviously, we have all these definitions here. We understand what a question is. But it's like, still, what does it do? How, we got to make this make sense. It unites us with Yah so we can be on one accord. Before the question, the riddle, there was a divide between the listener and hearer. And the question, before the question, the riddle, there was a divide between the listener and hearer. And the answer is what unites them together. So the riddle opens up the door to understanding, clarity, deeper intimacy, better communication, vulnerability, trusting, faith, hope, peace, joy, love. And the answer just allows you to receive all that Yah has for you. Because that answer is what you come into agreement with. So you got to be careful if you believe in a lie. Because you ask a question, sometimes the enemy be trying to answer you. Let's be real, okay? So we got to know who's giving you the answer. And some of you guys may know this from a reel that I had posted, but I asked Abba a question. Originally, and I'm going to share what the question is. Originally, it was, I accused him. I actually accused him and said, you hate me. You hate me. You hate me so much. Why do you hate me so much? That was the question. Why do you hate me so much? And then I'm like, wait, I didn't even give him a chance. I'm just assuming that he hates me. So I rephrased the question, do you hate me? Mind you, when I was asking this question, I was deep in pain. Like, y'all, like, I can't even remember. I think I was frustrated. I was so frustrated. I was tired. It was just like, I'm just over this. I'm just over this. And it came up and out. I'm bawling my tears out. You know how a child throws a tantrum? You know what I mean? And they screaming, yelling, like, that's literally what it was. This was not me asking this question this calm. So I just want to share with y'all. I'm being real with y'all. I was not sharing that question that calm. And this calm. And I said, do you hate me? I heard nothing. And I was like, are you not answering me because you don't hate me? And then I immediately started like cracking up, laughing, getting all giddy. And I knew at that moment that his silence meant he loves me. That was the first time that I ever heard silence, and it wasn't rejection. I still remember, it's just so mind-blowing though. Like, it's just so mind-blowing. For the first time ever in my life, at 37 years old, silence was not rejection. Only he can do that. And from that moment on, everything shifted. And so many people ask me, well, Judy, you know who you are in him, and you know, like the word says this, and you know, like why would you think God doesn't love you? Why would you think, you know, he doesn't? The same way I felt that other people in my life didn't truly love me. The same way. I didn't know who he was. I didn't. So I'm learning to trust him. Do you trust a stranger? I don't. I got to get to know him. And he was a stranger to me. Yes, I had the Bible. Yes, I had the word, but I didn't read it. And as I've been getting to read it, I have been learning to trust him and getting to know more of him and actually giving more of myself to him. So it's been a process. But apparently, I had to go there. I didn't even know that was a question I had to ask. But I've come to a place where I can be vulnerable enough to go there with him. It was not easy getting to that place. So when I asked that question, I'm not surprised. Like, I don't know, it wasn't hard for me because it was just like on and popping in that moment. It was like me and him, and I'm like going in and just really telling him how I felt, like, you know, how hurt I was and just all of this stuff. And it came out. But that was something I needed to release. And I needed that interaction between us to happen. You know, so that moment was very healing for me. And I know for some people hearing that it does not make sense. Then that's okay. It won't make sense until you go through it. There's always another level. It's always another level. It's always another level. I'm learning. Just when you think you went deep, he like, all right, Tom, it's time to go deeper. And you be like, all right, cool, we deep. Nope, now it's time to go deeper. And I'm like, how deep this go? How deep this go? No, for real, y'all, like, how deep this go? But, yeah. That question. Let me see. I just want to see if there's anything else that I have missed here. The other thing is, remember I told you I didn't know I had to go there, but I knew that there were still things that were within me where I did not feel that he truly loves me. I did not see my worth in him. I'm learning to see my worth in him. Even now, I'm still learning. I'm not going to say that I'm 100% because I'm not. I'll be lying to you if I said I was 100%. But I'm way past where I was beforehand a few months ago and even before that. So I'm grateful. I'm just grateful. But how did I know? My actions give it away. The way we treat ourselves and the way we allow other people to treat us literally shows how we value ourselves. It literally shows how we think Yah values us. Our actions literally is like a reflection of our thoughts. And sometimes we think it's the thoughts up here. No, it's the thoughts that's the parts of brain. But I'm going to just say this for the subconscious, okay? The subconscious mind, the stuff that be in the back that you don't really know that's there until it just pop up one day and you be like, oh, that was the thing? Yeah. That's. So, people pleasing, second guessing yourself, double-mindedness, and that's basically going back and forth in a decision-making process. It's a lack of trusting in yourself and in Yah. Because you and Yah are one. His spirit resides in you. So if you are to know something and you're like, oh, I don't know, am I hearing from him, am I not? That creates a distrust in him and in yourself, because now you can't even trust your own decision-making process. Confusion, seeking validation, feeling inadequate, and just noticing other triggers or patterns that are signs of lack of self-worth. So, it is layered, y'all. And I just want to encourage you to go deeper. And the one way you can go deeper is by asking questions. The one way you can go deeper is asking questions. If you cannot verbally ask it, write it down. I journal to our Heavenly Father. That's how my prayer life started. Because my brain was not able to focus. It would get distracted during prayer. So I started writing it down in a journal. Literally. Dear Abba Yah. Right. Like, that's just, now I'm better. I can speak, to him too. But that's where it started for me. And a lot of us who find it difficult to express ourselves using our words, or learning how to express ourselves to use our words, we do much better writing it out. We do much better writing it out. It comes out in a clear picture. And it helps you release. I want you to reflect on read Psalm 63 and reflect on it. Read Psalm 63 and reflect on it. And then also read John 15, verse 5. Yeah. That's it. That's it. That's what I got for you. That's what I got. All right, y'all be blessed.